There he is.
It is a suspicion, Tealer.
Fuck
And
it, down we
to send
go.
an entire division across the sea because of a suspicion is madness.
We need to find out who sent the mercenaries. This Pegast said that they were after the Signet Stone, and if they succeed in getting hold of it next time, then the Black Guardian alone knows how to stop the cycle.
The cycle. Listening to you talk almost makes me forget that all this fuss here is merely based on some bad dreams you and your Neremese friends had.
The threat is real. Deny it as much as you like, but deep inside, you feel it as much as I do.
Tealer, you're a commander, and a commander doesn't care about feelings, but about facts. You have made this mistake before, Tealor, back then in Kira. And we all know...
The mission will happen. I'm sorry.
You have a visitor.
I do. Oh, he does. Sorry.
So, you are the prodigy everyone is talking about. Interesting.
Am I?
I am TEALOR ARANTHEOL, son of Glorious the First and Grandmaster of the Order, and I'm honored to meet you. What is your name?
Freems, you wanted to see me?
Yes, and I will come straight to the point. You are here because I believe that you are special. Humanity faces a threat that needs to be stopped, and to achieve this, you are indispensable.
You're talking about the Red Madness, aren't you?
Among other things, yes. I do not need to explain to you that the present situation on Vin is chaotic. The wars, the living dead, common people who are losing their minds, to name only the most obvious. What most people are not aware of is the connection between these events. You, however, have encountered it, as have I.
The visions, so you know where they come from?
I do. And I will explain everything to you. What it means, who we are, and what your part in all of this is. Come, follow me. Maybe you already know who I am. My entire life, I served the gods who ruled Vin, until their death 2 years ago. What you probably do not know is that the one responsible for their death is my son, reside Arantheol.
Oh dear.
He hated the Lightborn because he believed that they robbed mankind of their right to freedom, so he strived to overthrow them. He found followers, formed an army and declared war on them, and thus on me, a servant of the Lightborn as well. It all ended in a battle 30 years ago, which Nerezul won. He killed every single survivor except for me, and locked me in a dungeon on Nerim. I still do not know why he spared me.
So if the Lightborn are really dead, if you, the Order of the Gods, acknowledge that fact, what do people know about it? Why do people not know about it?
Good question. Because at the moment stability is the highest good, even more so considering what we are facing. The rulers of Kira and Kile both made the mistake to acknowledge the death of the gods to their people, and the civil wars that followed in their countries are evidence of the chaos that such a revelation entails. Enderal is the cradle of the Order of the Gods, the epitome of theocracy. It is unthinkable what would happen if we confirmed these rumors. I am sure you understand this. Maybe when all this is over that will change, but for now it is imperative that we deny all rumors of that kind.
Okay. If Nerith was always your son, why did he hate the gods so much? Shouldn't he have been, I don't know, devoted to them?
There were circumstances
Devote yourself,
favoring the development. But it's a long story, which we won't discuss now.
But you managed to free yourself.
Yes, after more than 30 years, when the death of the gods made the magic around the prison disappear. And during my escape in the northern mountains of Nerim, I also had them for the first time. The dreams.
Okay. Following you then, explain away, mate. Learning what's going on with these visions, these premonitions we're having and stuff. Seeing stuff before it's happening. Sort of learning a little bit. Get the fuck in there, can't I? If you crash again, I swear to God. I've had enough of your crashings. We've only had one today so far. Let's keep it that way, please. There we go. These load, they do that sometimes where they make you wait a minute before anything happens.
Terrible light. Heard screaming, and I felt like I was burning the inside. And above all, like a veil, there was the knowledge of imminence. At first, of course, I dismissed these dreams as the delusion of a man close to death. So I concentrated on making it through the mountains somehow. 2 days after my escape, I was completely exhausted, and I would have died if a former acolyte of my son had not found me.
An acolyte of your son, but weren't they your enemies then?
Yes, but he did not recognize me, and brought me to their headquarters instead, an old monastery in the mountains. The others were aware of my identity, but for whatever reason they did not kill me. Maybe because they thought that the death of the Lightborn had made me insignificant. I do not know. Still, even after my recovery, the dreams continued. At first I doubted my sanity, but after some time I told the leader of the mages, Constantine, about them. And he said something that I'd never expected.
What happened?
I was not alone. He, as well as many others magically gifted on Vin, dreamed the same dreams. And the more we talked about the matter, the stronger our suspicion grew, which has now turned out to be the truth. The dreams, they come from the same place. They are a shared memory.
A shared memory? You mean the dreams originate from a common mind?
A collective subconscious, yes. I know that you can feel it too, and probably far more intense than we do. But like you back then, we were not able to make sense of the images. So we went looking for answers in the remains of the civilization that was before us, the Pyreans.
Thus the excavations, like in old Rashengrad. What did you find out?
3 things. First, there were many civilizations before us and before the Pyreans. Maybe hundreds, maybe thousands. Second, the history of each civilization unfolded and still unfolds according to a pattern. They emerge, they blossom, and at some point, at the apex of their existence, they simply disappear without any trace. And third, everything that has happened in the past years, and which is still happening, indicates that this disappearance lies ahead of us. We are part of an eternal loop, a cycle, and our cycle is approaching its end.
Oh, you mean the end of humanity lies ahead?
Yes, it does. At first we considered it absurd, as probably you do at this moment. But there came a moment when we simply could not deny it anymore. We began to study the history of the Pyreans more intensely, and the parallels were extraordinary. In its early days, the Pyrean Empire was split up by a disaster, just like Vin was split up by the Starfall after the reign of the Eterna. Also, the Pyreans had a ruling caste who declared themselves gods after the catastrophe. The 2 castes of the Sun Priest. They, too, ruled until they were overthrown. This overthrowing was followed by an outbreak of wars and chaos. And then, just like that, the Pyreans ceased to exist. They knew it was imminent, but they could not prevent it. They called this event the Cleansing.
Shit. Okay. The Pyreans knew about the threat. Why didn't they try to do something about it?
They tried, but they failed. Who knows why? Maybe they found out too late, or maybe they were too weak.
How in blazes can an entire civilization just disappear?
That is the question we need to find an answer to. The end was not violent, at least not in a sense as we know it. There was no natural disaster, no magical explosion, no plague. Even though there was war in the Pyrean Empire before its ruin, when the cleansing happened, it was as if all living beings simply fell down and died. It is ghastly.
Sounds it, to be honest. Where do I come in? Where do these visions and my powers come from?
Well, This is the reason why we need your help. Not only episodes of history recur within every cycle, characters do as well.
Characters recur?
Yes. The Pyreans call them the emissaries. They emerge very shortly before the cleansing occurs, like a law of nature, an answer to the Red Madness. And I am one of them, as are you. While I take on the role of the ruler, you take on the role of the prophet.
I'm supposed to be a prophet? What now?
It's
I was on a boat a few days ago, fucking banana boat.
But without doubt, it is the truth. Your story matches the descriptions perfectly.
Shit. And I take it this is the reason that the Neramese mages are here, isn't it? Fire, Spark, Pegasus, Thorium.
Yes. Former enemies or not, both sides have understood the magnitude of the threat. The magical knowledge of Narazul's former mages is vast, as is the power of the Holy Order. Even though not all of the Keepers agree, as you probably have already noted yourself.
And why me of all people?
I do not know. Firespark the Mage has told me your story. And even though your fate is tragic, unlike me, you were insignificant before your change. So maybe everyone can become an emissary, or we simply have not understood the pattern yet.
If I play a role, does that mean that something is controlling me or controlling us?
No. As I already said, the emissaries simply appear at the beginning of the end, like pieces on a chessboard. We are determined by our skills. How and to what end we use them is our choice.
Shit, and I take it this is the reason that I've said that already. And what defines this prophet?
On the one hand, your power. You carry the potential to master any skill within a fraction of the usual time needed. I assume you have already realized this. On the other hand, your ability to look into the past, and therefore into the future.
Into the past and therefore into the future, what do you mean?
Your visions are a window into the past. And as every cycle is based on the same events, it is a window into the future as well. You can feel the thread this world is woven with. And because of that, you can see things that have happened, and thus will happen again. This gift makes you indispensable to us, and it is why I want your help.
And what if all this doesn't interest me?
Hollow words. Deep inside, you know
Deep
your
inside.
responsibility. Trust me, we are more alike than you believe.
Feel it tingling. What do you think that we can overcome? No, why do you think we can overcome this cycle in the first place after hundreds of civilizations have failed?
That is the wrong question. The correct question is, what alternative do we have? To wait and die?
Sounds like a plan. What's in it for me? Give me some shit. Free
If
stuff.
it is wealth and power
Now.
you seek, you will have it. The Order has enough of both.
Damn right. Give me some wealth. This is not a decision I want to make based on a gut feeling. Give me some time. No, we'll do it.
Good.
Sounds like the storyline.
However, there's one more thing before the actual work begins. I want you to join our Order, and to do so, you have to pass a test. A trial.
Join your order? Is this really... What kind
It
of
is
test?
the trial the novices have to pass in order to be exalted to the role of a keeper. Only the best students of the Squalor are allowed admission, and even though you have not been a novice, I want you to take it too. At this very moment, 2 novices are on their way to the testing grounds. I have informed them about your arrival.
Who are they?
I have only a slight acquaintance with them. However, I know that they are both very talented and have been working hard toward the test. But see them for yourself.
Okay, you've already informed them. How could you know that I'd agree? No, we'll just go with... Very well, where can I find
At the border to the Heartland, near the Whisper Wood. They will be waiting for you there. Take the Myret, talk to Signet Master Bartar, and hand him this package. And then follow his orders. Ah, one more thing. It might be self-evident, but keep your knowledge about the death of the Lightborn to yourself. I do not believe you can do any real harm, but in the worst case, path-abiding people will consider you a heretic. After the cycle has been stopped, we will deliberate upon how we deal with the matter, if and how we tell our people about it. But not now, that is for sure. Now, leave. The sooner we can dispense with this formality, the better.
Alright. Okay, so apparently that was a medium quest, going and talking to that dumbass. But, yeah, someone in the chat said there, Thailand said, where is your sandwich carriage? I don't have a follower, so unfortunately I am self-carrying the sandwiches at the moment. I know that, like, I have sandwich carriers on our Skyrim save, even though the sandwiches they have are probably pretty damn rotten by now, so... I don't know, hopefully Serena's keeping them fresh for us over the last fucking year or so. It's been a while. Anyway, what are we doing? Let's have a look at the map. See where we have to go to. World map, please. We have to go far? I don't think so. Let's just follow this stuff.
Well met.
Well met, buddy. I'm going to go through here and hopefully we can find what we need. Elusive One is here. How are you doing, buddy? Thank you for coming over. Elusive 173. Good to see you. Let's go and very quickly short dish out, see what we have to do in this testing ground, and we can become a keeper apparently. That's pretty cool. Moving into this main quest I think now. Mainly just trying to get that rank up, you know what I mean? What do we want? It's down here then. Heading this way apparently. I think this is still in Ark, so we shouldn't have any enemies around this area. It's not in the wilderness. Down there. Everybody's going to be friendly. I like it.
Yes.
Yes. Teleport to Ark. Another one of those. I'll take me one of them. To the military barrack. Have you gotten into combat yet? Oh yeah, plenty of times, man.
Watch yourself. The streets aren't safe this time of the day.
If you say so. Can you give me some shit?
Watch yourself. The streets aren't safe this time of the day.
I was looking for knowledge or maybe a quest from that guy, but no. Let's get down here then and see where this testing ground is. We're going through a door that seems like it's down here somewhere. Beds in here. You can steal from all these chests, but this chick is watching.
Huh? Can I help you?
Her? Her? This way, I guess. To the barracks quarter. Okay. Thank you for the follows, by the way. Seeing those follows come through makes my day. Thank you so much. Love you, dudes. I have gotten into combat, yeah, but walking around the city at the moment, sorting out some missions that happen to be around here. Just keep going. These loading screens have been a little long though right now. I don't think I'm going to be going for too much longer here. Might jump off in about 10 minutes or so. Maybe get this quest done. See what's going on with this quest. Good evening, good sir. I'm going to head down here.
Yes?
Yes. Oh, we are going to the Heartland. Oh shit. We're going back out into the main area. Why for the love of Talos did my girl pick now to nag at me? It happens, bro. It happens. Will you stream the new Fallout DLC? I'm hoping to, but Deus Ex comes out next week and I might be streaming that for a while. But the plan is to stream this a lot like this week, to have a bunch of videos to post over the next like 2 weeks, and then I'm going to, so rather than spam a load of videos every day, and then record Deus Ex next week and stuff, have a bunch of that recorded, same sort of process, and then by the time like those 2 weeks have passed, we should have the Fallout DLC. But I might think about playing a little bit more of the Far Harbor DLC because I didn't finish that. That has to be done too.
Good evening.
That probably won't take me that long, to be fair. But we'll see.
Right. Was if he actually
I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry, I don't care. Where is it you want me to go to for this fucking quest? I can't see it. Oh, there. So we just want to go to a Mirad Tower then, really. Let's go to this Mirad Tower over here, so we can fast travel. I do it. How do you... I can't seem to figure out how to mark stuff on the map. Like, yes. Okay, it's letting me place markers now. Right, sweet. Won't let me do it in random places, which is kind of strange. Where's that down there? Oh shit, I'm going away from it. Derp derp derp. Let's get around to that Mirad Tower.
Good evening.
Sort this out. Good evening, buddy. It's down here, right?
Morales blessings, my friend.
Oh, I guess I can't go down there. Unless, like... Yeah, let's go across the bridge and round it down and swim across rather than go back into the city. It's going to be a little easier.
Good evening.
Can't wait for Deus Ex. Really like the first one. Yeah, me too. It's a great game, man. Really, really good. Looking forward to that. I'll be posting that one. Definitely. Try and get a couple of parts posted on like day one and then start streaming it from there. So when you see that first part go up, you might want to come over to my stream and check if I'm streaming that stuff. Right, let's get across here. Look at that moon. That's the Stargazer moon, I believe. I'm pretty sure they've taken a lot of files from the mods within Nexus and used them in this, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure they're using the tree mods as well. Some of the tree mods that I've seen. It's pretty decent. I think it's called Tamriel Flow Overhaul or something like that. Tamriel Reloaded or something.